I was warned never to enter the forest past sundown. My grandmother used to whisper it like a prayer, pressing a trembling hand to my wrist. The trees remember. The voices call. If you hear your name, run. I should have listened. I grew up in a small, quiet village at the edge of the woods, a place where traditions ran deep. The elders always spoke of the forest with hushed voices, as if afraid it could hear them. They told stories of hunters who never returned, of children who wandered in and were found days later, silent, empty-eyed, never the same. But I was 17, restless and tired of superstition. I wanted adventure, something more than the same old dusty roads and wooden houses. The forest seemed like a mystery waiting to be solved. So, on the night of the autumn solstice, when the moon hung low and full, I stepped past the gnarled old oaks at the forest's edge. The moment my foot crossed the boundary, everything changed. The wind stopped. The air grew thick, heavy. The world held its breath. At first, it was quiet, eerily so. No chirping insects, no rustling leaves. Just the sound of my own footsteps crunching over brittle twigs. I told myself it was fine, that it was just an old legend meant to scare children. Then, I heard it. A whisper. Soft, barely more than a breath of wind. I turned sharply, my heart hammering. The trees stood still, their trunks black in the moonlight. There was no one there. Just shadows stretching long across the ground. But the whisper came again. This time, I understood it. Come closer. A chill ran down my spine. I had heard my name. My grandmother's warning rang in my ears. If you hear your name, run. I turned, ready to bolt, but my body wouldn't move. My feet felt rooted, as if the earth had swallowed them whole. The whispering grew louder. More voices. Low, rasping, curling between the trees. Stay with us. I tried to step back, but the ground was soft now, sinking under my weight. The dirt wasn't dirt anymore. It was something else. Something wet. Something cold. Then I saw it. A shadow moved between the trees, long and thin, bending in ways no human should. Its head lolled to the side, too heavy for its neck. I saw no face, just darkness where features should be. And then it stepped closer. Panic surged through me. I forced my legs to move, stumbling back toward the path. My breath came in short, ragged gasps. But the forest had changed, twisted itself into something wrong. The trees weren't where they had been before. They had shifted, their trunks curving inward, like ribs closing around a heart. The path I had taken was gone. My pulse pounded in my ears. I turned left, then right, no way out. The voices were laughing now, mocking. You walked in willingly, one voice crooned. You belong to us now. A branch cracked behind me. I turned, nothing. Another sound, a slow, dragging noise. Something was crawling through the leaves. Then the whisper stopped. For a second, everything was still. The air felt stretched, thick, waiting. And then I felt it. Something cold brushed the back of my neck. I whipped around, nothing there. But the feeling remained, like unseen fingers trailing over my skin. My breath came in shaky bursts. The forest was watching me. I didn't wait. I ran. Branches tore at my skin, roots twisted beneath my feet, but I didn't stop. I could hear them now, something running after me. The sound wasn't human. It was too fast, too erratic. The whispers had returned, but now they were inside my head. Let us in. Let us in. Let us in. I tripped. I hit the ground hard, dirt filling my mouth, my lungs. Something grabbed my wrist. The grip was ice cold, the fingers too long, too sharp. They dug into my skin, pulling. I screamed, kicking, trying to break free. The whispers grew frantic. You're ours. You're ours. You're ours. I tore my arm away, my skin burning where it had touched me. I scrambled to my feet, running blindly, crashing through the underbrush. Then I saw it. A break in the trees. A sliver of moonlight. I threw myself forward, diving through the gap. and suddenly I was out. The moment I crossed the threshold, the sound stopped. The forest stood still, silent like nothing had ever happened. I collapsed, gasping for breath. My heart pounded in my ears. I was shaking, but I was alive. Then I looked down. On my wrist where it had grabbed me was a mark. A deep, dark bruise, shaped like skeletal fingers. I ran home that night. I never told my grandmother. But when she saw me the next morning, she took one look at my wrist and went pale. She never spoke of it. But every night after that, she left a candle burning by the window, whispering to the flames. And some nights, when the wind is just right, I still hear the whispers, calling my name.